What's up, guys? Welcome to the American Sports YouTube channel. Today I'm back with episode 2 of our Seattle Seahawks realistic rebuild in Madden 20. Madden 21's coming soon, and this is going to be the last rebuild episode for last Madden 20 rebuild episode is what I'm actually trying to say. And so yeah, we've got basically hidden gems. I think like 2 or 3 hidden gems interviews this episode and some else. Yeah, fuck this. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome to the American Sports YouTube channel. It's Sam back here today with episode 2 of our Seattle Seahawks rebuild in Madden 20. And Madden 21 is coming up very, very soon. But this will be the last Madden 20 rebuild episode. It's all going to be Madden 21. Maybe even Madden 22 from here. I don't know how long it's going to take, honestly, to do all 32 teams. But this is our 4th team. We've done the Pats, Jets, and Rams so far. And so we got 4 teams done Madden 20. Hopefully we can do at least like 20 in Madden 21. That's probably the goal. But yeah, I've got Madden 21 pre-ordered for deluxe edition. So I'm going to get it 3 days early. And I'll be able to post content on August 25th for the game, so stay tuned for that. So anyway, this episode 2 of our Seattle Seahawks rebuild will encompass years 6 through 10. Check out episode 1 if you'd like to, because, I mean, this may not make as much sense. We won a Super Bowl in episode 1, by the way, so it definitely was a good one. Anyway, let's look at the team. As always, like, sub, share, spread the word, because I really, really appreciate it. I put good time and effort into it. And this is our roster. Russell Wilson is still here. How long has he been in the league? 12 years, and he's still going strong at 35, and he's still the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, so God bless there. We signed Kennedy Brooks in the offseason. He's like our 4th starting running back that we've had since in what would be 6 years pretty much, so we've been going through running backs, which is fine, but I think we got him on like a 5-year, $30 million deal or something, so he should be with us the rest of the time, unless he regresses really bad. We'll see, though. Then we got DK Metcalf up to an 88 here, Devontae Smith over here, Sage Surratt, who we signed. Both Devontae Smith and Sage Surratt are going to be part of next year's real NFL draft class, so look them up on YouTube. They'll impress you for sure. And these are all auto-generated linemen. At least I think Cross may have been from a real draft class I did. And then we got Ryan Ramczyk, probably the best right tackle in the league, who we signed probably 2 or 3 years ago. Very good. There, Will Disley is our starting tight end, and that's our offense. Defense, Jamal Adams is in the 99 club. Ben Burke-Irvin's up to a superstar dev, by the way. Jadeveon Clowney's an X factor. I actually have no idea how much longer we have him under contract, but we'll see. We signed Mike Hilton a few years ago, too, so glad to have him as a superstar. Shaq Griffin is still here, and Marquise Blair as well. So Cody Barton and Jordan Brooks also fill it out. Brooks is up to a star dev, and yeah, Sheldon Rankins. This, I think, was our first rounder, who we used to replace Jaron Reed, and this was a high draft pick from years ago. So, very, very good team, 87 overall. We definitely should make the playoffs. Will the Madden sim allow us, though? I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you guys at the end of year 6. We made the playoffs in year 1 of episode 2, aka year 6. And it was a good season for sure. We started off 3-4, which is a bit shaky, but we killed the rest of the season, made it to like 9-5, and then lost and tied our last 2 games to make it to 9-6-1. Beat out the 49ers, who we actually didn't tie with, so there were multiple ties this year, definitely, because we tied with the Jets, as you can see in the upper left corner, because we played that in week 17. So we've got the Cowboys in the wild card, but first things first, let's look at our stats for the year. Second offense, you like to see that? Good year from Russ, you can see, and 19th defense. So the offense really carried, it looks like. Russell Wilson, big year. Maybe in contention for the MVP. I don't know. We'll see how he did rushing the ball. That had helped. And he had 8 rushing touchdowns. I could definitely see him winning MVP. We'll look at the awards right after. But Kennedy Brooks lived up to the price tag. Almost 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. And Gaston, who was a rookie who we drafted, was a nice compliment, it looks like. So that was a lot of rushing touchdowns, man. 29 rushing touchdowns, and Russ at 31. So 60 touchdowns for the boys. Good year from DK, Disley, Devontae, but really just spread the ball around. Surratt was very efficient when he got the ball. You like to see that. And Kennedy Brooks got a good share of targets. Defense, Ben Burkervin, a stud as usual with Hilton. Hilton always gets a lot of tackles. I don't know why, but he's a tackle machine from the cornerback position. Clowney, good in run defense and pretty good in pass rush too. Jordan Brooks and Sheldon Rankins coming in with those numbers as well. I'd say that's solid sack production. Not one double-digit sack stud, but 8, 7, 5, 4.5, 4, not bad at all. Terrell Joseph in his rookie year was pretty good. We'll see how we did for picks. 3 from Mike Hilton. So Mike Hilton was all around a very good player. It's unfortunate because I think we have to let him go after this year. Maybe if he has a cheap 1-year deal, we'll take him back, but we'll see. Anyhow, see how Jamal did. 79 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 TFL, and a pick, and 5 deflections, no forced fumbles. So not the best year from Jamal, but it's okay. We can tolerate it. Let's see. Dude, come on. Sam Darnold, you've got to be kidding me, dude. Russ should have his second MVP. He won an MVP last episode, by the way. And that should be his second. What did Sam Darnold do? It's not letting me click on him, but here, let's look at Sam Darnold's stats. What did he do to win MVP over Russ? What did he do? Come on. There's no way Sam Darnold's beating him out. Oh, my. 4,640. Did he do anything rushing the ball? I think that's stupid, but whatever. Whatever. Anyhow, let's see who the Dallas Cowboys have. Amari, Zeke, and Tank Lawrence. I don't think Dak is there. He usually departs in the Madden sim, but they still have a very good team. Yeah, same 88 overall team. We'll see what we can do in Seattle. We made it to CenturyLink. We get the ball. We didn't get the ball first, actually, but we got the ball soon. But they're back in our red zone and they score. So that kind of sucks. But we're in their red zone. See if we can at least get a field goal from Jason Myers. Good stuff. Down 4 and score again. Nice. We got a touchdown there, so we're up, but not up anymore. And we turned it over, so it's not looking too good. But still plenty of time left in the game. And we leveled it to 4. We got the ball at the half, so things are actually looking up. And I guess they turned it over or something. I don't know what happened right there. But we're in their red zone. Let's at least get a field goal. Good stuff. Hold them out of the end zone. And they went for it. We got the ball. And we just got to get the stop here. And we failed. I'm going to sim it. Sim. All right. I'll play this. I will play this 4th and 2. Oh. I'll run a stretch play because, this is the last Madden 20 episode we're doing. Might as well run a stretch play, the OP play of the game. Let's do it. Come on, juke him. No. Oh, did he roll? He didn't do it. Hey, that's some final karma right there, like miss on the stretch play the last time we do a Madden 20 episode. So I'll get the ball right here. Somehow we got on the 45. Did we block a punt or something? That might have been what we did. I don't know. But I'll play this. And we got to go Gotta go probably 30 yards for me to feel comfortable. And we got a timeout, so let's do it. Disley. Boo. Well, just call a quick timeout. That was kind of stupid, actually, but I don't know why I called that timeout, but it is what it is. Maybe we can take a shot this play. Nah, not really. No press coverage to exploit, but I'll keep this play. We'll see what we can do. Okay, we got plenty of room. Plenty of room. And out. And we stopped the clock, got to the 25. That's great. So we made it to the 25 because of that big run from Russell Wilson. And we'll just run it because I don't know if I actually don't know if they're going to call a timeout now. But we'll see. Call a timeout, please. They don't, so we got to spike it. I'll just let the clock drain a bit so we can hit the big field goal for the game-winning kick. And we'll spike it here. Alright, 41-yard field goal for Jason Myers. They're probably going to ice me. I think I missed, actually. Oh, I barely made that because I thought they were going to ice me. Sheesh, okay. Alright, good win. Good win. Since I impacted the game there by hopping in, I will probably try to just sim it out for our divisional game. So, I'll see you guys there. We've got the Atlanta Falcons for our divisional playoff, and they've got home field advantage, but they've got two auto-generated guys, it looks like, and A.J. Terrell, their first-rounder from this past year, who looks to be a superstar. You know, that's good projection for their 2020 first-rounder. We'll see what happens against the Falcons. We've made it to the dome. I actually don't know what the Falcons Stadium is called. I'm embarrassed to say, but I know it's a dome. So we made it there. They were up on us though, and they got us. They got it. Oh, I think we held them though. We turned it over and we still held them and tied up the game. So we could have gone down bad there, but we held tough. But we're still down. So hopefully Russ can work some magic. Unfortunately, they're driving again, and we're down 2 touchdowns. It's all right, though. We scored a field goal. We just got to hold them out. Our defense has been terrible. Our defense has been very bad. Come on, guys. Come on, touchdown. All right, that's big. That's big, and we get the ball back. That's huge. Tie game. Defense has been porous all game, but we get the ball back. 92 yards for Russ, and it's overtime. We get the ball, and it's over, man. It's all right. You know, we at least made the playoffs in year 6. Russ had a good game. Saw some very, very promising things from this offense this year, so hopefully we can continue that into year 7. This offseason, we had about $20 million in cap space, and I decided to spend it all on one thing. Actually, I still have $11 million left, but I decided to make one offer on Daxton Hill, who is going into his sophomore year at Michigan. Unfortunately, we know the Big Ten season was postponed, but hopefully he'll eventually play a spring season and then go on to the NFL draft in 2022. But he is in our game because we had that 2022 draft class. And I'm sorry, Marquise Blair, but that'll probably be the end of your time here if Daxton Hill signs, because he's a beast, and I want to have the best safety tandem in the league in Jamal Adams and Daxton Hill. That would be absolutely godly. So let's see what happens. Let's go. Okay, so we can figure out what we're doing with Marquise Blair right now. I think we can probably just release him with no penalty. Maybe even trade him. I don't know. But anyhow, let's see if there's any penalty. No free negative cap space and incur a penalty. That is great. He may be on our roster this season, unless we can find a trade partner. But wow, Ben Burke-Herbin is an X factor. That's insane. That is actually insane. But anyhow, we're going to need cornerbacks in the draft, so we'll see what happens. But at least we've got the safety faction of our secondary all patched up and ready. So I'll probably see you guys right after the draft. We had some pretty bad luck with this draft class. Just 71, 71, 72, all normal dev, which is quite irritating. But Cortez Mobley, our 4th rounder, ends up being a hidden dev. So, I'm just going to check what his dev trade is. Right, I'll just show you guys because I don't want to wait and see. He's just a star, so nothing even special there. So, just a very unspecial draft class. We had to force the pick for Devon Battles because the cornerback class was very shallow. So we went with Battles there, and it wasn't the best selection. But it is what it is. You'll win some drafts, you'll lose some drafts. So we'll move on. We'll be fine. And we're going to have to do some shuffling on this O-line because our former starting center departed, and we're going to have to move somebody there. And I think it's going to have to be Tanner Brennan. Oh, not release. We're not releasing him. We are moving him to center because Charles Cross left. So there he is, 75 overall. Definitely better than what we had. And Disley's still there. Same O-line besides Brennan starting at center. Oh my goodness, Russ is all the way down to an 86 overall. So, this might be one of his last years. We don't know. I hope we can have him for the rest of the episode, but that doesn't look probable. Kennedy Brooks upgrading in overall. DK Metcalf, Devontae, and Surratt all still stars and basically the same overall. On defense, as I said before, Burke Curvin is an X factor, which is great to see. And I don't think any other changes in dev trait besides Joseph becoming a star after being hidden. And basically the departure of Mike Hilton and the addition of Daxton Hill. Those are the headlines. I don't know, maybe I could move Marquise Blair to cornerback. Probably not, though. We're probably just going to have, kind of a 3 safety rotation. But Dax Hill and Jamal Adams should get the great majority of snaps, with Blair playing in kind of a satellite role. And pretty much everything else is the same on defense. Just the loss of Hilton and the addition of Dax Hill, an absolute beast. So I'll take that plus minus any day. I'll take it any day. So basically the same team going into year 7, just Russ declining a bit, adding Dax Hill. So we'll see what happens in Russ's waning years, and we'll see when we have to replace our quarterback. See you at the end of year 7. Another year, another 9-6-1 finish, and another playoff berth as well. We didn't win the division this time, though, and we actually tied with the 49ers. But I guess we had the tiebreaker. We did beat them in our second meeting. I do know that, so if we actually beat the Niners on a tiebreaker, that would be pretty funny. Let me just see. I want to see if they missed the playoffs. No, we both made it 9-6-1. So 3 teams in NFC West representing. So, there's an injury. What happened? That's fine. That's fine. Kennedy Brooks will just carry the load. And anyhow, let's look at our stats for the year. Russ had a bit of a regression. Same amount of passing touchdowns. Not nearly as much yards, though, and more picks. Rushing touchdowns, just rushing in general. Kennedy Brooks exploded this year. Gaston, another good complimentary year. And Russ did well as well. Receiving. Devontae Smith was our featured wide receiver. DK was good too. Disley, Surratt, Gaston. Gaston was good out of the backfield, it looks like. He actually took Brooks's role there, I guess. Defense, Ben Burkervin, once again, leader in tackles. Absolute beast. Wait. Marquise Blair was our backup safety, and he had 106 tackles. Yeesh, I don't know why, but the backup free safeties in this Seahawks scheme always dominate more than they should. And same thing with the cornerbacks. They get more tackles than they should. But lots of tackles from our secondary guys outside of Burke-Irvin. We'll look at the TFLs. Clowney, absolutely monster year in run defense, 18 TFL. 14 from our second-year guy, Terrell Joseph. Reinhard, 10. Rankins, 10. As usual, not as many sacks, though. Clowney led, though. Joseph there. And that's about it. And Jamal Adams and Daxton Hill combined for 6 picks. You love to see that. Jamal put up 71 tackles, 4 TFL, 3 picks. 5 deflections, 1 forced fumble. Dax Hill had 3 deflections, 3 picks, 2 TFL, and 82 tackles. So that's what you call a dynamic duo right there. And they really lived up to the expectation, I would say. So let's get into our matchup with the Eagles. We'll play the moments, probably sim most of it. We've got Deshaun Watson, not Carson Wentz, and Nolan Smith, who is part of the 2022 class, and Venable might be from one of those draft classes, but he's probably an auto-generated guy. So we'll see you guys in Philly. It's time for our wild card matchup, and we got the ball relatively quickly, but gave it right back. So defense is ruled early, it looks like. Yeah, defense is really ruled, and our defense needs to hold them out right now. But they scored a tutty. Could we respond right here? Come on. We did. It's a tie ball game. 2-minute drill right here, but we punted, and it's still 7-7. Big defensive game right here in Philly. Even though it's not snowy or anything, you'd think maybe in Philly, if it's a defensive game, you got some winter weather in January, but not happening right now. In 4th down territory, we convert, though, to get an easy... And Jason Myers still missed. Even though we got him an easier field goal, he still missed. Big end of game drive where we punted. That's great. But can we get the stop? We got the ball back at their 20 and throw a pick. That's great. If we can hold them to a field goal, I'll hop in. Yeah, it's over. Defensive game, and we lost. So Russ, very underwhelming. I don't know why it says Solomon Sullivan for our running attack. Maybe Kennedy Brooks got hurt or something. But that was most certainly a rough game. At least we're 2 for 2 making the playoffs in this episode. But we'll see y'all in the offseason. Our bad luck in drafts continues. We did all these first 5 picks, all 69 overall above. Only one was under 70. It was Don Bruce. And all were normal devs. I don't know how that's even possible, honestly. It's just so annoying that they're all normal devs. I can't even get a star, man. It's just disappointing. But I guess that's what happens when you don't get high picks and you don't get to get those early first-round talent-type guys. So it is what it is, because we're still having good success. So Russ is down to an 83. Kennedy Brooks is now a superstar X Factor, so good stuff there. Basically the same in the receiving core. Actually, it's the exact same, even in terms of overall. And, did I forget to mention? Travis Kelce is our starting tight end. Will Disley walked in free agency. And I've tried to be more realistic with my signings. Or I'm going to try to be more realistic with my signings after I had that giant splurge in my last Rams video. But this is realistic because Travis is 36 years old. He recently signed an extension with the Chiefs he'll have 6 more years with the Chiefs. So this would be right after his extension. The Chiefs won't be able to re-sign him again because Patty will be on that mega deal. So this is very well possible. So Kelce will have him for probably 2 years. Unless he miraculously keeps a good overall after those 2 years. It's going to be for 2 years. So basically the same O-line. Again, we just had to replace with a backup right here with our second-year Fry. And that's about it. On defense, Sheldon Rankins walked. So our first rounder from last year, I'm pretty sure, steps into the DT2 spot. and most everything is still the same, besides the fact that we signed Mykel Wright just to fill out that cornerback room, and pretty much everything else is the same. Dax Hill, Marquise Blair, and Jamal Adams is a great safety trio, actually. Not a duo of Dax and Jamal, it's a trio with Marquise. Burke Irvin's still a superstar X Factor. Barton and Jordan Brooks is actually starting to regress. He went down 1 overall, so maybe we'll have to search for his replacement relatively soon. So yeah, this is our team, almost basically the same. It's the same pretty much, and it's a good team for sure, and I expect to make the playoffs again like we have so many times before. So I will see you guys at the end of year 8. So it looks like 9-6-1 is our lucky record, and 9-7 is not. We missed the playoffs by 1 game, which stinks obviously, but our run had to come to a halt at some point. So looks like Burke Irvin got his ability though. So we'll just look at some stats real quick and head right on into the offseason. Russ continues his downward slope, unfortunately, but it is what it is. 71%, and good year from Kennedy Brooks in his first year being a superstar X Factor. Gaston Russ, good years too on the ground. Devontae, DK, and Kelsey had a good year, so you like to see that. And defense, Shaq Griffin leads the team in tackles somehow. Burke Irvin with 97, Brooks with 92. Brooks with 92 and 6.5 sacks. You like to see that. Those are good numbers. And 9 TFLs. Clowney, another very, very good year. Reinhard was pretty good too, but I don't think I'm renewing his contract though. Ingram in his first year as a starter was 6 sacks. That's solid right there. And picks 5 from Jamal Adams. Look at his coverage skills improving. There's no way he could currently do that, but he has gotten much better, it looks like. Brooks, Burke Irvin have 3. Our new signing, Mykel Wright, has 3. Shaq with 2, and Cody Barton with 1. So probably one of our best years in terms of picks. So we'll look at just Jamal's year. He had 5 picks, 66 tackles, 3 TFL, 4 deflections, 1 forced fumble, 1 recovery. So 7 takeaways for Jamal Adams. Great stuff from him. We got to find Dax Hill's numbers. And probably Dax had 66 tackles as well. 2 TFL. Didn't look like he had any takeaway. Oh, no, he had 2 takeaways by way of fumbles. And so, what about our guy Marquise? 32 tackles, 2 TFL, half a sack. So he came back down to earth. That's good safety 3 numbers, I would say. So, definitely disappointing a little bit, but we move on. We've got some big things to do in the offseason since we're probably going to lose Shaq Griffin, Sade Surratt, and Reinhard. So, we'll see you guys hopefully in free agency. We had some pretty nice cap space this offseason, and I'll spend a bit of it. Try to get Broderick Burgess, wide receiver, deep threat scheme fit, and 84 overall star dev, 25. So all around, very, very good pickup, or would be a very, very good pickup. And then we got a fun name, Scooby Carter, to beef up that cornerback group because Shaquille Griffin is gone. So... And by the way, I did actually re-sign Jacoby Reinhard, so the end is not really a need. It's just cornerback and wide receiver, and this would patch that up. So let's look at who we got. Did we get both of them? We did not get Burgess, but we got Carter at least. So I'll actually show you guys right now. I'm going to try to get a wide receiver right here. Amari Cooper is there, but... I already signed Travis Kelce. I'd feel kind of bad. Tamorion Terry is there, my bad. Terrence Burgess and Devontae Adams. Okay, so Solomon Deacon hasn't gotten any interest, so I'll give him a nice 3-year deal, and that should just about do it. So I'll skip to the next round, or next stage, actually. And we got him. Okay, so that solidified our receiving core. We'll see you guys after the draft. We have obtained Russell Wilson's heir, and that is in the form of Seth Hobson out of Clemson. 74 overall hidden dev. Archetype is strong arm, so he's very good, man. Strong arm archetype, but he also had the second best 40-yard dash out of all the quarterbacks in the draft class, so very good there. Then I drafted Harmon Grayson, 70 overall cornerback from Notre Dame. He was did I already say he was a normal dev? But he is a normal dev, and I simmed from there because it was, we got another Notre Dame guy, but I simmed from there because it was a poor draft class. He is 70, but also a normal, and then a 70 DT, also normal. Horrible luck with the dev traits this episode, but still doing pretty well, so can't complain too much. So let's look at our roster. Hobson is probably going to be starting sooner than you think, even though I have Russ for 2 more years on contract. But Russ is still in the 80s. I kind of expected him to be like a 78, but he's still an 81, so we'll take it. Hobson is there if we need him. And Kennedy Brooks still our starting running back. Sade Surratt departed, and what's his first name? Solomon Deacon is our new wide receiver 3. Same O-line it looks like. And what happened? What? I guess Travis Kelce retired. And that really stinks because I did not find a tight end replacement, but I will before the season. I'll find a free agent or a trade or something. I guess Kelce retired 1 year into his deal. That's kind of funny. And same O-line because I re-signed Reinhard. Clowney's down to an 81, so him and Russ are regressing on basically the same level. Jordan Brooks up to a superstar, even though he's regressing. Cody Barton regressing a bit as well, but Ben Burke-Hervin is still up there. He made it to 90. Jamal Adams left the 99 club because he's regressing, which stinks. But Dax Hill is climbing up still. And our 2 addition cornerbacks, Mikael Wright and Scooby Carter, anchor there. Ugo Amadi is our cornerback 3, and our first rounder from a few years ago, Battles, is our cornerback 4. So overall, the team is changing. It's shifting. It's transforming as we age. So it's going to start looking a bit different, but luckily there's only 2 more years left in this rebuild, so won't be too much change. So anyway, we'll see you at the end of year 9. Year 9 was our best year yet in this episode, that is, but we went 10-6. We got the 10-6 lines in the first round. Looks like we won the division. Yeah, we did by a 3-game margin, so love to see that. We'll look at our stats real quick. Russ, not bad for however old he is. And we had the 4th defense, so that's great to see. Not a bad year at all, we'll take it. Kennedy Brooks, another dominant season. Steven Gaston good in the backup role, even though it's probably his last year here. Russ with 7 rushing touchdowns. Good stuff. Receivers, Devontae Smith, another good year. 87 receptions. And Slauson, our waiver wire pickup because we didn't have a tight end, was very good. So, and Deacon and Metcalf also were good. So, yeah, and Gaston kept taking all the running back targets pretty much. So, defense. Burke-Hervin, superb as usual. Jordan Brooks, superb as usual. And Scooby Carter, our 2 new cornerbacks. Well, this one 2 years in, 1 year in for Scooby. Had good tackle numbers. TFLs. Clowney, yet again, double-digit TFLs. Same with Joseph and Brooks. Terrell Joseph and Kirkland Devine led our team in sacks. I don't know if Reinhard was hurt or something. I don't know. I don't know why Devine got that much playing time, but it's all right. Clowney, 4.5 sacks. Not too great, but we can live with it. Cody Barton, 2 picks in his last year as a Seahawk. We're letting him go. And very underwhelming for picks otherwise. But Dax Hill, And I forgot to mention, please look him up because he's a very good player. Dynamic, goes to Michigan. I already mentioned that, but 61 tackles, 2 TFL, 1 pick, 1 deflection. And so, yeah, that would be 3 takeaways for him. Where's Jamal? We need to go into the tackles filter real quick. Jesus, 33 tackles from Cody Barton. He may have been outplayed by Cassidy Keys, his backup, who you guys will meet pretty soon. 70 tackles for Jamal, 3 TFL, half a sack, 5 deflections, no fumbles. So no takeaways for Jamal this year is what it is. I wonder if Russ made the leaderboard because he had all those rushing touchdowns. Probably didn't, but yeah, he didn't. But it's all good. He's like 38, probably 39 maybe. So this could be his last run. Let's make it a good one. We start on our home turf against Detroit. They have Josh Jacobs, Christian Kirk, and TJ Hawkinson. All young guys currently, but they're seasoned veterans in our rebuild right now, and they're all X factors. So we got to bottle up that offense for sure, and we'll try to do that at CenturyLink. We made it to the home of the 12s. Let's get a victory here. But our defense is already down bad. Yep, not good, not good, not good. Come on, guys. We got to make this special for Russ, honestly. It may not be his last year, but I'm thinking it very well could be. Ooh, good defensive stand right there. And we're driving and turn it over. Thank you, Russ. Yeah. We got to at least even or get within. Oh, we didn't get within a touchdown, but we got within 11 in the red zone, and we're within 3. Have the ball. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't make me hop in. We're up 4. We got the ball again. This is good. This is good. I can just sim this out. And never mind. May not be able to. They actually got the ball, bro. Okay. We won. Hard-fought victory over Detroit. Good game from Russell Wilson. It's Matthew Sampson. And we're on to the divisional. We've got the Minnesota Vikings in the divisional playoff. They still have Danielle Hunter and Dalvin Cook, who are X Factors, and Troy Dye actually became an X Factor for them. I guess Mike Zimmer's just great with linebackers. That's what we got to infer because Troy Dye was a late round pick for them in 2020. But we've got a good team too. I actually never looked at that Jamal Adams, Dax Hill, and Ben Burke-Irvin are our top 3 players, but that's pretty cool. Especially that Burke-Irvin has come so far. I love that. Anyway, same overall team. They're 11-5. One win better than us, but I think we have a very good chance. Let's take them out at Minnesota. We are here in our divisional round matchup, and it looks like we got the ball pretty early, so it's a good sign. But they got it back, and we're in their red zone. Good stuff. What can we do on defense? But they tie it. That's great. But we're making a splash within the 2-minute warning, and we got that field goal. And they're up. That's not fun, but now we're up. Hold them. Okay, tie game. And it's not tied anymore. Ooh, I got to play this. This could be Russ's last run. We don't know, and I got to do it. So 4th and inches, you know what I have to do, honestly. Run it up the middle with Kennedy. Who do they have? Whole lot of superstars. Danielle, Chris Steele, auto-generated guy, and Troy Dye. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Good stuff. Good run from Kennedy. Let's keep simming it. Let's see what happens. Oh. That's actually not what I meant to do, so I'm gonna super sim it real quick. Play key moments. Skip. Okay. Skip. Ooh. Good stuff. We are up. Can the sim hold them? Oh, come on, guys. I don't even know what happened. I don't actually know what happened. I'm gonna have to look at the game summary. View highlights. It's not gonna let us actually view the highlight, but what happened? Oh my goodness, Ugo Amadi with the clutch pick. on the. Oh yeah, so Jaden Daniels got sacked, and then Ugo Amadi with the clutch pick to keep our playoff hopes alive. Love to see it, and we're on to the NFC Championship. We've got our NFC Championship against the Atlanta Falcons. I think we've actually already played them this episode, but we're playing them again, and now they've added DeForest Buckner and 2 other X Factors, so it's definitely going to be tougher. But I think we can handle it. We have a higher overall, and I feel like we can make it to the Super Bowl. I'm probably just going to sim all the way through, though, because I want to make it to the Super Bowl somewhat fair and square, even though it's could be Russ's last season, that is. I'm going to sim the whole game here. So unless there's like a last-minute drive that I think would be fun to do with Russ. So anyhow, we'll see you guys in Atlanta. It's our NFC Championship game. Let's just sim all the way through. We are already in the red zone somehow, but we only got a field goal. Sheesh. Tie game. And they're up 3. Got the ball back. Not looking great for us, but we're within a touchdown at least. Cool, we're up. Got the ball again. Good stuff, honestly. They've had 4 field goals, man, and turned it over a bunch of times on our side of the ball. Or no, on their side of the ball, actually, my bad. We're only up 5, though, but we have the ball. And they get the ball with 40 seconds. I'm not worried at all, though. We're all good. We're on to the Super Bowl, and we're going to have some fun. This could be Russ's last run, and it'll be a fun Super Bowl. We'll see you guys there. We've got the Jets in the Super Bowl, and this is how you know it's not actual football. We have the New York Jets. I mean, come on now. And Sam Darnold's an X Factor. Come on now. But anyhow, I'm going to take a look at their team. They've got Darnold, Jamar Chase, Chuba Hubbard, Micah Parsons. Wow. Kevin Harris, Jaden Hasselwood, Quinnen Williams, Quincy Wilson. Amazing team. Very, very good team. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a battle. But I do expect to play a bit with Russ because I want to, and it could be the last run, as I've stated a million times. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the Super Bowl. We're here. It's time. Shoosh. Not a good start, but we're driving again at least. Okay. Ooh, we turned it over, though. That's tough. And we got a long touchdown, though. Like to see that. Held him to a field goal. I love that. Love that for sure. If we can get a touchdown here. Okay, we'll take the field goal. Oh, what? But we got a field. Okay, yeah, we got a field goal. It just said red zone because we made it into the red zone. Man, we're doing good. We're doing very good. Nice. That is a Super Bowl victory right there. Let's play this. No pressure. Good stuff. I don't even think I've thrown a pass this entire time. Yeah, well, it's Slauson. Nice. Boom. Nice. To the 1. And we're going to hurry up. Hawks unders. Hit Devontae Smith. Or just run it with Russ, you know. Or... Oh, DK. DK, come on, man. We got to get Russ a passing touchdown now. I don't care what situation we're in. If this is really going to be his last season, let's do this. Or a rushing touchdown. Or an A. Nice. Jake Slauson possibly catches Russell Wilson's last passing touchdown in the National Football League. What a victory. Let's see who our Super Bowl MVP is. That's Russ's 3rd Super Bowl. Also Pete Carroll's 3rd Super Bowl, I believe. And I simmed it, man. I simmed a victory against the Jets. No cheese, really. Just that passing touchdown to Jake Slauson. So that's cool. And let's just watch them celebrate. Man, Adam Gase, there's no way Adam Gase would actually still be the Jets coach. I'll just put that out there. Oh, boy. All right. Come on, show us the player of the game. Ah, my. It's going to show the 2 passes that I completed as the highlights. How pathetic. It's because I didn't play. And Russ is our Super Bowl MVP. How fitting is that? Good stuff. What a season. And what an episode. Still got another year. Russ may not even retire. I'll keep you guys posted. As you can see, Russell Wilson has retired, therefore leaving me with no regrets for putting it all on the line last year. Glad we could get him a 3rd Super Bowl title and send him off into the sunset like that. So, that means Seth Hobson is now our starting quarterback. He's an X factor. Great news, great news. It's kind of a shame we only get him for 1 year, but it is what it is. Kenny Brooks is a 90. Actually, I'm not even going over the roster right now. I just was telling you that Hobson is now our starting quarterback, and also that I'm not going to be spending any money in free agency, even though we do have good money. I just don't have any pressing needs, and nothing super, I don't know, maybe Clay Webb, but nothing really worth pursuing. So yeah, I will see you guys after the draft. I simmed the draft because I've been having terrible luck in the drafts, and I just wasn't feeling like scouting, but the sim did nothing better for me. Oh, although Neil Brooks is a hidden dev. Hey, at least they got a hidden dev. I would not have gotten that. Darian Butler is a 73 though on normal dev, and we have a new fullback. Even though I'm pretty sure I re-signed our fullback, but I'll take it honestly. So, let's look at the squad going into our final year. This is now Seth Hobson's team, our X Factor auto-generated quarterback. And we have, who's Rubin? Hudson Rubin, the rookie behind him now, who's also a hidden dev. Brooks still there. DK, Devontae, and Deacon are our wide receivers. I think that's, looks like Ryan Ramczyk retired. Yeah. There's no way that I let him go. I think I re-signed him. So yeah, Ramczyk and Russ Wilson both retire in one off season. That's kind of rough, but it's okay. I'm probably gonna have to get a new tight end, or maybe just develop Burks. Honestly, you know what? I'll just look at his dev. It's 100% going to be a star dev, though. There's no way he's a superstar. Yeah, so I may end up signing another tight end like I did with Slauson last year. I don't know. But it's a changed offense, that's for sure. We'll see what Hobson can do on defense. Basically the same, too, honestly. Like, Clowney's is down to a 79. Jamal's down to a 94. Dax Hill's a 94, Jordan Brooks down to a 78, but everything's pretty much the same. So we'll see if Seth Hobson can do nearly as well as Russell Wilson. Honestly, I wish we could have played with him for longer, but this is the last season of our rebuild, and good luck to Seth Hobson in year 10. Looks like Seth Hobson may not be Russell Wilson just yet, but we went 4-12. Not too good. Definitely our worst season since starting this rebuild, so definitely hurts to lose Russ, so that's what it was a byproduct of, so nothing to worry about since we got 2 Super Bowls during this rebuild. Even though Seth Hobson looks like a good young player, didn't really play like it this year. Which is fine, honestly. I don't really care that much. Brooks was fine. Gaston, Hobson. No Russ Wilson, that's for sure. But anyhow, Solomon Deacon had a good year. Definitely his best year as a Seahawk. And basically everybody else was down. I never signed a new tight end, by the way. I just kept Neil Brooks, our rookie, there. Defense, hopefully defense was better, but not really. At least Jamal had a pretty good year. But he must have been not too happy. Maybe he demands a trade at 30-something years old after going 4-12 for 1 year. Wouldn't be surprised if Jamal did that, but glad we were able to keep the Prez for all 10 years of the rebuild. So same with Burke Kirwan. He's been an absolute rock star. And let's look at TFLs. Jadavion for 9 years of the rebuild. He's been very good for us, even though I don't think he's had double-digit sacks one time. Looks like Divine took over. I don't know what happened to Reinhardt, not going to lie, but anyhow, nothing in this interceptions department. And we'll just look at Dax Hill's stats and Jamal's full stats. So Jamal, 90 tackle, 4 TFL half sack, 1 pick, 4 deflections, and 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. So that's 5 takeaways, it looks like. And good year from Burke Kirwan. Dax Hill, 54 tackles, 3 deflections, and yeah, kind of a down year from Dax Hill. But overall, I liked what he did for our team. So yeah, we'll just look at some career stats since our guy Ben Burke Kirwan has been with us for all 10 years. Man, I mean, it's the Madden sim, so he never came up with more than 120 tackles, but he still was just an absolute rock star. Made it all the way to being a superstar X Factor, and just did it all, man. Did it all. Jordan Brooks was great for us too. We had him all 10 years. Who else? B-Wags was with us for the first episode. He just retired. Russ was amazing. Our running game was stacked as well, even though we went through 4 different starting running backs. We went from Chris Carson for 1 year, Rashad Penny for like 2 or 3 years, and then Trey Ragas, and then Kennedy Brooks for the last 5 years, which was just episode 2. And Kennedy was probably the best out of any of them, honestly. And I don't think I mentioned this, but Kennedy is currently at Oklahoma, so look him up. And he was absolutely great for us. DK, we had Lockett all the way back then, but had to release him. Devontae Smith was very, very good for us. Surratt too. Ryan Ramczyk, absolute beast on the O-line. Had him for probably half the rebuild. At tight end, it was Olsen, Disley, Kelsey, and those scrubs at the end. But nice to say we had Travis Kelsey. Maybe I'll put him on the thumbnail just for some clickbait. maybe, just maybe. I don't know. I'll probably end up putting Russ on it, though, because he was so fantastic into his late 30s. So it is absolutely amazing that we got Russ for 9 years of this rebuild. I didn't expect that. I probably expected 6 or 7 years and then he would retire, but we got 9 out of him, so I love that. On defense, Sheldon Rankins, Jaron Reed, Jadeveon Clowney were rock stars on the D-line. Jordan Brooks, Ben Burke Kirwan, and yeah, those two were absolutely superb. Those two were great, plus the best safety tandem in the league for a while, Dax Hill and Jamal Adams. Shaquille Griffin was nice for us. Mike Hilton was good in his 3-year stint, probably. It was probably 3 years, but anyhow, just a whole lot of great contributors that led to 2 Super Bowls, giving Pete Carroll 3, Russ Wilson 3, and overall had a lot of fun with the Seahawks. So, as usual, like, sub, share. Only trying to grow here on the American Sports YouTube channel, so I appreciate any support so much. Check out the blog, americansports.blog. Check out the podcast. We recently moved to Anchor, so there's definitely a podcast link in on my channel, just like title area. You'll definitely find that, so I'd appreciate giving those things a look as well. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.